Well, you don't have to work for the Road Commission to know that Michigan's roads are pretty poor shape.
Yeah, on average, Michigan drivers, we pay an estimated $357 a year in unnecessary car repairs because of them. All day today, 7 Action News viewers have been sending pictures to WXYZ.com of the worst hot potholes in their neighborhoods.
Now look at that, looks like a cheese grater there. So
Michigan roads. Those treacherous sheets of pavement we drive on every day. Michigan roads constantly have potholes filled, but rarely do you see a full road resurface. So I was interested in what was being done on fixing the roads from a road construction worker standpoint. What is the process when patching / filling potholes, and how long does it take to fill one?
There's two ways. The normal right way, the better you clean a hole, what people don't understand in Michigan is anywhere water gets into, that makes the pothole. So if you don't seal the hole up, you're always going to get a pothole. From the county standpoint of time and being, if they took time to do every hole and every hole right, we'd maybe get a third of what we get done.
Well, as you will see, I'll make sure you have some photographic pictures of certain potholes. I mean, there can be potholes, there can be what considered as just a teacup, and there can be potholes that are just gigantic and huge. There could be potholes, and you would think it's just a pothole, but the underground has given, and it could be very, very dangerous. I mean, just as soon as some serious weight gets on there, it can completely collapse. You know, we've had incidents where vehicles have gone right through the road. So, in the amount of time that it takes to fill a pothole, it doesn't take very long at all, but it depends on the size of it. It depends on the size of it and the quantity that you need to fill that pothole. And the thing is that as our seasons change in our cold months, we cannot necessarily get a hold to what's called the hot asphalt that we normally would use to fill these potholes, and so we have to use a temporary solution which is called cold patch, and that's pretty much as the word, temporary. I mean, we get the hole filled, so the vehicle can safely pass through, but it's not going to stay permanently. And the same thing can sort of go towards the warm months with the hot asphalt. There's a pothole, whether it's big or small, there's actually methods that we should, in process that we should go through is filling these potholes. I mean, we should clean all the debris out. If there's standing water, we need to clean all that out. And we need to line the whole area of that pothole with a tack base so that the material that we're putting in there will stay. And once we put it in there, not just throw it in there and smooth out the top, we also need to compact it, so it will adhere to the surface itself. And a lot of times in our job and the amount of time that we have to fill these potholes, that process is not done.
What do you enjoy most at your job?
I like that I'm working outside. I like the person I work with and my boss. They're good people. Other than that, I mean, there's nothing like having to get up in the morning and go to a job that you like versus one you don't like.
What do I enjoy most? What I enjoy most about my job, being at my job, believe it or not, is not necessarily, and I get to operate a lot of different equipment, whether it's a front end loader or grader or heavy equipment, which I do enjoy doing. But believe it or not, the most enjoyable part of my job is being outdoors. Being outdoors, and as the seasons go, whether it's warm, hot, cool, and we go through spring, summer, fall, winter, I enjoy being outside.
Do you think Michigan roads will ever be fully resurfaced / restored, and why?
That's a hard one. We're so far behind the 8 ball. There's a lot of money. By the time they get around to doing it, it's got to be funded properly. They need to take like the European model into example. If they're going to take something and start and rebuild it, they got to get 10, 15, 20 years out of it. And to do it right, it's going to cost money. People don't want to spend money right now, so they're kind of caught in a no-win situation unless there's a lot of money put into it. It's basically you get what you pay for. You tear the road out just because you fix the road surface. Wherever there's a pothole, as I said, wherever there's water gets in a crack, it expands, blows the water out, it freezes, there's your pothole. You don't seal those cracks up every summer, every fall. That winter, you're just going to ask for it. And then you get people that don't know how to do their job, or they don't care about their job, and they come through running their plows down and scraping it till the sparks are showing. That's just scraping the tire and the sealer back off. It's asking for trouble in the spring.
And then one word to describe Michigan roads.
Problematic, I guess. It's not an easy short-term fix, and it's not a quick fix. However, again, what we're doing now is just putting band-aids on a dam. They need to do more, put in more effort to doing it and getting what they've done taken care of. Goes back to they can pave 1 mile of road with 6 inches of asphalt and get years and years and years out of it, or they can pave 20 miles of road with it this thick, and they can do that and everybody run for re-election and get the roads paved, and the roads fall apart.
I would say horrible because they're not good, because first of all, there's potholes everywhere, which costs more money spent on tires, because once you go in a pothole, you're basically breaking your tire. But one word to describe Michigan roads, yep, that's it, horrible.
Milk. It needs some milk. They're real bumpy. Like when I'm in a car and I'm riding down the road, it's very bumpy.